For the last 8 to 9 months or so, there's been a lot of rumors and insiders talking about Xbox and their next generation systems. Rumors were suggesting for the very long time that Microsoft would announce not one, but 2 new Xbox consoles at E3 2019. This is after Xbox announced Xbox One X a few years ago, and recently they just released Xbox One S All Digital Edition. And for a lot of people, they thought that releasing 2 next generation consoles would be something that might confuse a lot of customers. And as the Xbox E3 conference came, most people were prepared to hear about 2 consoles that were coming with Project Scarlett. They even had names for these consoles, one being the Lockhart and the other being Anaconda. But as the conference went on and Phil Spencer spoke about the new console, he didn't mention multiple consoles. Yet instead, he always kept his wording singular and never plural, which started a whirlwind of rumors and speculations. Not to mention everyone wanted more information about what exactly he meant. Well, Phil Spencer finally broke the silence and had an interview with Business Insider where he talks about what exactly Xbox is planning with their next generation console, and I'm here to tell you exactly what he says. But before we get into that, if you like the video, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. The support is greatly appreciated. So let's dive into what exactly is happening with these new Xbox systems, because if you're anything like me, you truly want to know what exactly is happening with the Xbox brand over the next couple of years. And after hearing all the rumors suggesting that there will be 2 consoles launching for next gen, I always wondered what their business strategy was. But it would seem that those rumors might have hit a wall because Phil Spencer himself had this to say about Xbox's next generation consoles. Last year we said consoles, and we've shipped a console, and we've now detailed another console. I think that's plural. We're focused on Project Scarlett and what we put on stage. In this quote, Phil Spencer does explain that in 2018, he did say that his hardware team was working on the next Xbox consoles, which he emphasized multiple Xbox consoles on E3 stage in 2018. At first, a lot of people thought he meant next generation and the generations after that, basically cementing that Xbox and their consoles will be around for a very long time. But as the weeks went on and the 2018 conference was dissected a little more, people started to draw the conclusion that he meant next generation will have multiple consoles at launch. That's where all those rumors started coming up about Project Scarlett and the consoles attached to that project, Lockhart and Anaconda. But what a lot of insiders might have missed is that Phil Spencer was referring to the Xbox One S All Digital Edition console, which just shipped in May, along with the next generation console that's due to release holiday 2020. Yet if people remember, the codename for that all digital edition was named Maverick, and a lot of the same insiders that said there will be 2 consoles next generation said that the all digital edition Xbox is coming in spring, which they were right. Which brings up the question, did Microsoft originally have plans to release 2 consoles when the next generation kicks off? Because the plan that insiders, and quite frankly I thought Microsoft was trying to do, was attack the console market on multiple fronts. Have one console that's more powerful and all about performance for the people that want that, which would be the Anaconda console for what most people would call the hardcore gamers that care a lot about performance and graphical intake. While at the same time have a very affordable console that's not as powerful but still has the CPU bump and SSD bump that justifies its purchase for the next gen. So no matter what type of consumer you are, Microsoft will have a console for you to buy at a price you are willing to pay. And that narrative was talked about for a very long time on podcasts and news reports, along with insiders reporting the same exact situation. So it was a huge surprise to a lot of people when Phil Spencer walked out on stage and only spoke on one console to set the bar for the next generation. Not to mention with this recent interview where he confirms that for now they're concentrating on one console for the next generation, which a lot of hardcore gamers were hoping would happen because this does make it a lot easier on the consumer to select one console. So if you were worried that the next Xbox consoles were going to be some complicated family of Xbox One consoles, much like we have with the S, X, and now the all-digital consoles, well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because Phil Spencer has just confirmed that Microsoft is working on one bar-setting awesome console to lead the next generation, which does put a lot more pressure on them to make it the best console out there because they will compete directly with Sony's PS5 when that launches. So they have no excuses to hide behind if they're that confident to stick with one console. But as for what I think about all this, I truly believe that Xbox did have a plan for multiple consoles, but saw the numbers and the money it would cost to launch 2 custom consoles on the market at the same time. Because it costs a lot of money to put so much effort into R&D and creating 2 consoles that are supposed to launch at a great quality right out of the gate. Not to mention, this does put a little more effort on the developer side of things, because while setting up graphical integrations for lower end consoles isn't a problem because the developers have had that system for years, it's much harder to throw in 2 more SKUs to develop for right off the bat. So I truly think that Microsoft listened to their customers, who are not only us the consumers, but also the developers who might have told them to stick to one console and make it the best they can. And ever since 2013, where Xbox didn't listen to developers or their customers, Microsoft decided to take a step back and listen to what exactly everyone wanted. And so I think they flirted with the idea of 2 consoles, but they were met with some resistance with developers, not to mention the cost it would take to make them. And they decided to roll it back and just concentrate on one console that they will put all of their efforts in to make the most powerful console on the market. Yet I do believe that there will be multiple consoles to launch with Project Scarlett later on down the line of the generation. Call it a mid-generation refresh, much like the Xbox One X did for the brand, where it set a new bar for the generation. This is just my opinion, of course, but I do think that they will try to keep up with the new technologies that come out almost every year. And instead of being stuck for 7 or 8 years on one system, they will try to get a new system out every 3 or 4 years to keep the people that love performance happy, while everyone else can make a choice on what they want to game on. But no matter what Xbox console you buy, you'll have one ecosystem to play all your games you've invested in. And that's what's the main draw for me as a gamer with the Xbox ecosystem. No matter what system, no matter what console, no matter how powerful or not powerful it is, my games will just work on those. And that's what I love about the ecosystem, especially with xCloud and a bunch of other things that they're bringing to the brand. So it does make me feel a lot better about investing digitally into the ecosystem. But enough about what I think. Tell me what you guys think about all of this. Are you happy that Xbox is concentrating on one console? Do you think that launching 2 consoles was a great idea? Was Microsoft really planning to release 2 consoles? Is Project Scarlett something you're more excited about now that it's one console? Do you think it's smart that Xbox is competing directly with PS5 now? Go down below and let me know. And I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. Any support helps the channel out more than you know. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my videos. Also, follow me on Twitch. The link will be in the description. If you want to hang out and chat with me, I'm very active with my chat, and I'm always playing games. I hope to see you guys there. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.